Hello, let's see how to use Scratch to make a chatbot using Learning ML. So first of all, we have to go to Learning ML. Here we are, and then we are going to choose the easier option, Learning Basic. Now we are going to recognize text, so we choose here this option. And now I'm going to share a file that I have ready for an example. From the computer, I take this example and we say hello as well and goodbye. Let's learn, and now we enter Scratch. So I prepare a file already, so I'm going to take it. Okay, I take it here from the activity I'm proposing. So I'm going to download this file to get the character that we want to speak for the chatbot, and the background, which is the playground of my school. Here it is, download it. I don't need to see this, it's downloaded here, so I can close things that I'm not using anymore, like this. Alright, so remember, I just charge here, upload here a file with this example. I press here to learn, I press here to open the Scratch, and now I'm going to open a file which is ready. So here from the computer, and it is SB3. That's the file that we use for Scratch. Here we are. Okay, so let's follow this activity and explain here, but I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing that I want to do is to add texto a voz, which is a function that allows us to speak. Alright, not only show messages written but with voice. So how to do it? Well, it's a little bit explained here, but I'm going to show you. So we can go this part and choose text to voice. And now I got something new here, okay, that I can use for this function. Okay, let's go on. Then I'm going to define our own function, which is these pink things that are explained a little bit here, but I'm going to show you. It is in mis bloques, okay? And then I'm going to add some commands so it says and write the input of the function. I'm going to show you, right? So let's see. I go to mis bloques and I create a new one here, okay? Good, I give it a name. For example, like here, I can call it hablar. Good, and I give a space here for it to take some input, and the input can have any name, for example, qué decir, right? And I just accept. I got something here to define a function called hablar and that take an input called qué decir. Okay, so let's go on. That's what I want now, that everything that goes here is spoken and written. Right? Let's see how to do it. So before I add some capacity to speak, so decir, okay, but we don't want to say hello, we want to say this, whatever is in the function. So we take it from here and put it there. And then we want a message here appear from this character. And that is here in appearance. Okay, but we don't want to say hello, we want to say whatever is in the function. So we take it and put it here. Okay, so now we have done all this. Let's go to step number 3. Create a variable, which is a place where I can store some text, for example. Okay, so I don't have to say things more than once. Okay, to avoid repetition. Good. So it says here that we can create it in the orange part and just give it a name. The name could be pregunta, for example. So let's do it. We go here to variables and we create a variable called pregunta, for example. Okay, and that's it. It's here, it's created, right? We will use it later. Leave it there. Next step is to create two lists. One called preguntas, the other respuestas. A list is like a variable, but where you can add a lot of things, not just one thing. Like here, we can add many things in an order. Okay, so how to create it? As a variable, the same thing, but create a list, not create a variable, and just give it a name. For example, preguntas. Let's do it. Okay, we go here, create a list, we give it the name, and we accept, right? And it's here already. Okay, if you don't see it here, you can always click here to show or not, or to hide. Good. And the other one that I want to create is respuesta. So I copy here, for example, and create another list called respuestas. And it's there. So far so good. Step number 5. Now remember that we started this exercise before with a spreadsheet where we got all the question, 10 questions for each answer. Maybe you got 6 or 9 answers and 10 questions for each of them. Remember? Okay, I'm going to open a spreadsheet that I gave you like a template so you can see what I mean. The template is here. I'm going to open it. Right? So let's see what we can do with this spreadsheet that you prepare already, following my instruction in this activity that I show you. Copy column A from your spreadsheet, this spreadsheet, into the preguntas list, the one that I had just created. And what you have to do is to click here in the positive sign at the bottom of the list where you show the screen, okay? And preguntas, right? Copy them in the same order as in the spreadsheet, right? So what you have to do is to come here to the spreadsheet and column A and copy, for example, this, okay? And then the other that you got, okay? But the first one is copy, and then we go to Scratch. We don't need it anymore, but don't close it. And we go to preguntas and we can add them one by one, like this, okay? You probably got 8 more, so you add all of them. Next step, number 6. Export column C from your spreadsheet as a file separated by commas. And how to do it? Well, it's here. Select and copy column C and then paste it into column A of a new spreadsheet. Then go to download. So we go to the template. We want to copy this part, right? All the answers. So Ctrl Z is copied already. Now you can open, for example, a new drive window and open a new spreadsheet. And you can copy this column here, for example, column C. Now it's going to be in column A in this new spreadsheet, okay? Probably you got more than me. This is just an example. Then we can export it with descargar, okay? And the way we want to export it is this format, okay? Here we are. Now we don't need that anymore. If you want, we can delete it and close it. Good. Let's follow the next step. Okay, we download what we wanted, and we download it because we want upload it now. Okay, we want to import all these files that we have just downloaded, right? How to do it? Right click here and importar. Let's see how to do it. So you go to the right click here, importar, and find the file that you just downloaded. It's here. Good. Open. And without copying anything, you got here all your items. In your case will be like 10 sentences or 9 or 6. This is just an example, but it's very important that the number here and the number here has a relation. Okay, number 1 is saludos, so number 1 say hello, and so on, right? So that's why you have to copy this in the same order as you are going to import it here. Very important, otherwise it doesn't work at all. Okay, let's go on with the procedure that I suggest. Now we start with the blocks. Good. So write the command that are to happen only once. That here, some setup, some presentation is going to happen when you click in the green flag in the Scratch. So let's see how to add this block to the Scratch. So you come here, it's an event, and click here, and then let's remember what to do. Okay, I want to set up the voice in Spanish and a normal voice. The voice was something I had here. Okay, so I don't want to say anything, I just want to set up that this is the way it's going to talk, and the language is going to be Spanish. The next block is, you remember that we made a variable called pregunta. To work with variable, we go to variable, and here where we can assign some value to any variable. For example, we take here the block and we go to the variable that we created before, is here, and we type ¿Cómo te puedo ayudar? Good. Now, just some presentation. We are going to use this function that we have used before for first time. That's what setting up the function. Now we are going to use the function to say things and to write it the same thing. Okay, let's use it. So in my blocks is this block I have created. So okay, what we want to say, for example, hola, soy el asistente sobre sostenibilidad del Colegio Esclavas Cádiz. Okay, and then we can say something else. So for example, we can duplicate this one here. Good, so it's working, the beginning is working. Now this is the important part, okay, and we are finishing. This is just to make it a little bit better, and we have finished, so patient. Good. That's the important part, okay. We just said press a key when you want to talk, so we want something to happen when we is an event when we press a key, not just when we press this green flag that the problem is start, right? Any key, so it's here, any key, right? And what is going to happen? Well, first we are going to delete everything that we have written already, so we go to appearance and we come here and we say nothing. So if there's a label here, we stop it. Then we say a question, okay? We say what we got in this variable, que fue ¿Cómo te puedo ayudar? Okay, so we say here text to voice, and we want to say this, which is in the variable store, right? Let's go on. Then we want to make a question. This is a very special thing, right? Because we say something and we wait for an answer, and then with the answer we can do something. Let's see it little to little. Here is cyan color, and we take this block that say this. But now, what's your name? The question that we want to make is this, alright? ¿Cómo te puedo ayudar? Which is stored here in this variable, so we don't have to write it again and again. We got it in a variable. And what we are going to do with this information, the answer, okay? If we press a key, I can write something here, and whatever I write here is stored here in this special variable. Attention, alright? This is the most difficult and important commands that here. First, we take the answer and the artificial intelligence of learning ML to see what I'm asking. So we go here to learning from a test, and we are going to classify what people write here as any other classes here. For example, here we can see if what we write is you are saying hello or bye bye. Hello, bye bye. That's the classification that you can do with this green command. Okay, so you write whatever you want, and the artificial intelligence recognize the text as a hello or bye bye. Okay, so probably here I got something that say despedidas or saludos. What I'm going to do with this? Okay, it says saludos. It should notice that is number 1 here and take the answer because this number 1 goes with this number 1. Okay, let's see it again. So the answer, and then I look at the number of the element en preguntas in here, right? So this is orange, is in the part of list, not this orange, but this orange, darker. And búscame el número, okay? Find the number of this thing in this list. ¿Vale? Así que he pasado a tener una frase cualquiera a una frase bien clasificada aquí que finalmente pasa a ser el número 1 en mi caso, o el número 3, el 4, 5 si lo ha clasificado de otra forma. Y ya por último quiero que si aquí ha salido el número 1, aquí busque el número 1. ¿Ok? That's also with this orange, dark orange commands, elemento, right? So we go here y dice, oye, dame el elemento de esta lista, no la de preguntas, sino la de respuesta, que se corresponda con este numerito de aquí. Aha, good. Now we got all this. And what we want to do with this, Al final por fin ya tengo lo de hola. Okay, I want it to say this and to speak it. So we use the pink thing that we have created before. Now it's working, right? But there's just one problem that I want to solve. Sometimes when we classify the text, it's not very sure for the learning ML. It is hello or bye-bye or whatever it is in your list. It's not sure, okay? So we can measure how sure you are with confianza. And if confianza is very big, like 0.7 or higher, we say it. And it is not big, we do something else, which is the last thing that we want to do here. Okay, these blocks are these blocks plus this part here, which is the new part. Okay, this is the old one, this is the old one, that is already done. But now we want to say, okay, if confianza de la respuesta is higher than 0.7, we say it. Otherwise, we do something else. Okay, let's see how to do it. So this is here in control, the if things. Okay, we are going to do this only if something happened here, and what it had to happen is that one number is bigger than another. Okay, so the number here was 0.7 and the number here is la confianza of this answer. Okay, so the user of the application gives you an answer written here. We see we are very sure this number confianza should be higher than 0.7. In that case, we go on with our plans. Otherwise, we do something else. What else? We want to say something different. Okay, we want to say a couple of things. Otherwise, we are going to say that we don't understand you, right? And we are going to explain why. Look, for this, we use unión. Okay, we want to say first, solo te entiendo un space, and now we want to say a number, okay, but we don't want to say 0.7 or whatever is la confianza, but a percentage. We are going to multiply that by 100 and add this symbol for percentage. I take, for example, this number and we say that we want to multiply it by 100, but then I don't want any decimals, so we can do something here called redondear. Here, okay, so we remove the decimals, good, and we add it here. Okay, but we want a symbol later, so we are merging three things. This text, the number multiplied by 100 and without decimal, and this symbol. So we need another unir here. So we got three things, and now solo te entiendo and percentage here, space and the symbol. And then we can just finish saying something else, like in this example. Presiona una tecla para escribirlo de otra forma. And the application is finished. And now we should save it. We go to File here and Save. And then maybe you go to Drive. And then you go here, for example, and you want to upload a file that you can find here. It was this one, okay, and you keep it for the next day that we want to go working with this file. It is here already, so thanks for your attention.